Perfect.
Man, you guys better know how much I love you guys, because I am way too hungover for life right now, but lots of y'all have been asking for an update on my Rebel 1100, so I guess we're going to get out in this lovely weather and talk about that a little bit. But first, let's get this cover off. That was easy. Just kidding. That was actually not easy at all, because my bike is surrounded by ice, and I almost fell like 19 times doing that. But anyway, let's hop on the Rebel, push through that little snowbank there, and I'm gonna go get some fresh pressed juice to cure my hangover. And in the meantime, we'll talk about the Rebel 1100, when I expect to take delivery of it, and some of the modification plans I already have for it. Let's hit the road, guys. This isn't sketchy at all that my right foot is just planted on this ice right here. Oh, so sketchy. Oh my gosh, dude, I just slid through that so bad. Oh man, I haven't been out on this bike, or any bike for that matter, in like 2 weeks. It's just been so cold, as I'm sure you can tell by the snow literally everywhere. Today's the first day that it's been not in like the 20s or 30s. I think it's like 43-ish degrees right now. But aside from that, we've had snow for a few days, and it's just been freezing cold, which is why last week I couldn't even get out and ride and make a video. I just posted like that compilation of my best clips of the channel. But you know, even though I'm super hungover right now, I figured that we are not getting a lot of 40-something degree days, so I had to get out and make this video for you guys. On the bright side, my dry January is over, and on the not so bright side, my dry January is over. Dry January, if you don't know, is where I did not drink for the entire month of January, and it was great, it was nice. But now it is February, so I went out with some friends last night to kind of celebrate the end of dry January, and we went a little too hard. Well, I guess I can't speak for them. I went a little too hard. So I figured it would be good that since I gotta get out and ride anyway, I'm gonna go to this place called Rutabaga Juicery. It's like right here in Annapolis. It's a local place that does like organic, fresh pressed juices, and I feel like getting some vitamins in me is gonna be good. But enough of the rambling. I know why you guys clicked on the video. It's because you want an update on my Rebel 1100, so let's jump straight into that. So for a while, I've been saying that the Rebel 1100 would be getting to me sometime in January, because that's what I was told, and then they updated it and said sometime in February. The last update that I got last week, or maybe it was like 2 weeks ago, something like that, is that the Rebel 1100 has a ship date of February 28th. So that's obviously a lot later than I was hoping for, and I'm sure it'll get pushed off again just because of delays with, you know, the pandemic and everything. As far as I know, the DCT models are shipping right now, but I'm getting the manual version, obviously. So I'm pretty sure the DCT models are hitting dealers this week or next week, and then the manual models, we gotta wait until the end of February. But, you know, I guess that's not terrible, because if it ships end of February, then it'll get here at the beginning of March, and hopefully things will start warming up then, so I'll be able to get out and ride it more when I first get it, because that was one of my concerns, is like, all right, if I get it in January or February, I'm gonna get this brand new bike that I'm stoked about and then barely be able to ride it because of all the snow and coldness and everything. Although the snow's like pretty much melted over here, not over there in the shade though. So there's the update about the ship date. Now let's do some updates on modifications that I'm expecting to do. I am pleasantly surprised to see that lots of companies are already kind of like releasing products for the Rebel 1100. I figured that it would take a little bit longer since the bike's not even out yet, but so far Vance & Hines has already announced an exhaust for the bike, and I think I talked about that in one of the other videos. And the Vance & Hines exhaust for the 500 is kind of like a crowd favorite. I know lots of people have that exhaust and love it. It's super high quality, so I'm super excited to see the Vance & Hines in person for the 1100. I've heard some sound clips of it and it sounds really good. It's kind of hard to tell from like videos on Instagram exactly how deep it is and how loud it is. I'm hoping that it's on the deeper side and decently loud. And I have been in talks with somebody from Vance & Hines, because I reached out to them and was pretty much like, yo, I am a YouTuber, I have a decent amount of subscribers, people pretty much follow me because of my Rebel content. They either follow me because of the Rebel content or they found me because of the Rebel content, and I was pretty much like, hey, how can we find a way to partner for this exhaust? I really want to put it on the 1100. So I'm in talks with them right now about being a brand ambassador. so that I can hopefully get the Vance & Hines exhaust as soon as possible and throw that bad boy on the Rebel within like a week of having it. That would be pretty sick. And I may even, like, I'm sure just the shorty exhaust that I have on this, I'm sure that they're going to make one for the 1100 because it doesn't really need to be model specific as long as it mates up to the header pipe. So I'll probably get one of those too, just because it's $60 and do like a kind of like review comparison of the two. Like, all right, is the price difference worth it? What's the sound difference like? The performance difference, if there is any. So that's the plans for the exhaust. And then, like I said, I've been slowly seeing other companies showing support for the Rebel 1100 also. One of those companies is Burley brand, which I'm super stoked for, because the Rebel 500 really, like I said in one of my other videos also, like doesn't really have a lot of support from like all of the cool brands that make like lots of Harley parts and stuff like that. So Burley brand is the people that make like the stiletto shocks for the rear, and they make like the really cool like fairings for the front, like that go around the headlight and everything. So I'm super stoked for that. They posted on their Instagram a clip of a Rebel 1100 that they built, and it has like an upgraded seat, it has the stiletto shocks, some other odds and ends, like the little like side plate cover was like changed to like a slotted one. I don't know if I really like the way that it looked, but it's cool that they changed it. And like I think it had like soft bags on it, which by the way, Vikings bags, one of the big companies that makes like hard bags and soft bags for motorcycles, started subscribing to me on YouTube. So if you're watching this, let's do a deal. Send me some hard bags or soft bags for the 1100 and I'll do a video on it. You know you want to. So anyway, super cool to see that Burley Brands is going to be making stuff for the 1100. I definitely plan on putting the stiletto shocks on the rear and then getting some kind of fairing for the front. I'm waiting to see what brands come out with like risers or like bars for it, because I kind of want to, I think the vision that I have for the Rebel 1100 when I get it is kind of like the typical like Dynabros style, like the bar risers or the tall bars, like a small fairing to make it easier to go on the highway, stiletto shocks in the rear to raise it up a little bit and make it look mean, and then I'd like to put some like detachable bags on it also, just because like right now I'm wearing a backpack. I always wear a backpack when I ride, and I mean it's fine, but it would be cool to have some bags that I can put on for road trips and camping and easily kind of pop them off for when I don't want that look. Oh, and then Burley Brands also on the Rebel 1100 that they kind of previewed on their Instagram had some frame sliders on it also, so definitely looking forward to that, because like I said, I want to like do burnouts and wheelies and stuff on that thing like I've kind of tried to do on this. And if I could get some sort of protection for the bike that isn't quite as big and obvious as the T-Rex engine guard that I have on my 500 right now, then that would be great. It's just a matter of whether or not the little frame sliders are gonna offer as much protection as I want. So I'm super stoked to see all these companies coming out with products already, and of course I'm sure as soon as the Rebel 1100s actually start hitting the showroom floors and companies start getting them, there will be a lot more aftermarket support for them. Honestly, I feel like what I've seen so far, there's already more aftermarket support for this thing than there was for the 500 and the 300 when they first came out, so I'm stoked on that. And also, I don't want to say it and then end up like not doing it because I'm broke, but honestly, I feel like it's safe to say that I'm going to be painting my Rebel 1100 at some point this year. I don't know if it's going to happen as soon as I get it, and I did get that black color, so like the black is super badass anyway, so it's not like I need to change it right away. But I feel like the orange is like my trademark, and I just love orange anything. Like it's always been my dream to have an orange NSX. Every like orange McLaren that I see is just like dream status. Like it's what I want. There's just something about orange that like that does it for me. So definitely expect at some point I'm going to be doing an orange color. But leave a comment and let me know what kind of orange I should do, because I'm still kind of undecided. I don't know if I should do this exact orange or if I want to do a color match to the orange that comes on the Acura NSX, or if I want to do like a flat orange or like a fluorescent orange or what. So leave a comment and let me know what kind of orange you want to see, and don't bother commenting anything about like any other color, because I don't care. I'm doing orange if I do anything. And to make it easier, I even thought about doing like just keeping the bike black but doing like some orange wheels or something like that. I just don't know if that would be too obnoxious. So there you have it. There's a quick little update on the Rebel 1100 just to kind of recap. As far as I know now, it has a ship date of February 28th, so I should hopefully be getting it at some point in the beginning of March. I'm going to try and talk to the guy at the dealer to see if when they get the DCT model in, if I could do some sort of like, I don't know, like unboxing type thing, like checking out what is going on here, dude. like maybe go check out the bike as it gets delivered and see it get unboxed, like uncrated and everything like that, to kind of give you guys a sneak peek of it before I get my bike. And then as soon as I get it, I'm going to start doing mods to it. Like I said, the exhaust, going to try and find like some bar risers or bars or something like that, a front fairing, some soft bags or hard bags, pretty much just like, hopefully it'll end up in orange like Dyna Bros style bike, so I'm stoked for it. And of course, as soon as I get like a definite on when the bike's going to be here, that's when we'll do the thing where I'm going to be selling the Life of Birch stickers for $100, and it'll get you a chance to win this bike. So I'm super excited about what that's going to do for the channel and for you guys. Are you going straight? Are you turning? There's a turn signal. Thank you. And yeah, I'm stoked. Hopefully you guys are stoked. Let me know what you guys want to see with the bike, what kind of videos you want to see. And here is Rutabaga Juicery. So let's pop in there and grab some fresh squeezed juice. I always get the one called Vegetal. I think that's how it's pronounced. It has like celery and kale and all kinds of goodness. So I don't know, is this handicap? Doesn't look like it. Cool, let's pull up here. Gotta turn my turn signal off because I always forget to do it. I'm gonna pop in there and hopefully cure my hangover. Glad that I could get out and give you guys an update even though I'm not feeling the best. And yeah, we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
I like the tattoo on your hand.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
All right, you're all good to go.
Awesome, have a good one. Okay, I got the goods. What's that?
Which Honda do you have?
That's a Honda Rebel 500.
Okay. I just bought my first bike like 2 weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah, so I bought a dirt bike. Well, I bought a dual sport. I want something for the road though.
Yeah, you can come look at it if you want. These are typically like people kind of view them as like a beginner bike almost because it's just a little 500, but like I've been riding for like 5 or 6 years and this has more than enough everything. There's people on the forums that already have like 30 or 40,000 miles on these things and all they've done is like oil changes and chain maintenance, you know what I mean? Which like for a bike, that's like a decent amount of miles. And like the 300, it's literally the exact same bike, just a smaller motor, so it's not like it's like smaller or anything like that. If everything goes according to plan, I might be giving this away on my YouTube channel.
What's your YouTube channel?
Life of Birch.
Life of Birch. All right, I'll look it up.
BURCH. There's a bunch of videos about this, like any of the parts that I've put on it. There's install videos. I do like moto vlogs, just like riding around here and stuff. I have rides on there where like me and my buddies have gone to like southern Maryland and like done rides where we stop like different like water spots to like take pictures and stuff like that.
I've got to go out to Oregon in May, so I was going to bring my bike with me and try to ride from Portland up to Maupin, so up the Columbia Gorge.
That would be awesome.
Well, thanks, man.
Yeah, man.
I was going to suggest you come out and talk to him, but apparently he can't.
Yeah. Yeah, have a good one. And if you go on my YouTube, my Instagram is linked in it. You can send me a DM with your number and we can ride sometime or something. Yeah. Awesome. Take it easy, guys. I love cool little interactions like that. You meet the nicest people on a Honda, as they say.